Dave Fleming, I got to go back to that semifinal matchup between Ben Johns and Jack Sock. How do you miss a return lefty if you're going to play lefty point of your Jack Sock? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Somebody had to
Jack.
say it.
You're stealing our fun.
Side out.
And this is Fed's worst nightmare. It's Ben's birthday. He just got run over for the first time in forever in a final. And he is going to have extra focus. He already had extra focus because he's behind in the race points. So this is going to take everything from Fed. He's certainly capable, obviously.
Point.
And another for Ben there. Devil's advocate, though, Dave. Remember, last time Federico Staksrud won in men's singles was in Cincinnati, and he spoiled
he does. He's
Ben's 100th title ceremony there. So he likes to play spoiler.
Point.
But, yeah, what can you do when you've now had a warm-up match in this wind and you're playing like that?
That's a big thing because just adjusting in-game conditions, you can warm up on other courts, but this is different.
Point. Three, 0. Side out.
Yeah, the last final they played was in Mesa earlier this year, and Ben took that 11-8, 11-4. So the consistency of Fed has been there, but head-to-head is 1-0 Ben.
One, 3. Point.
This is a great and necessary response.
2, 3. Point.
That one got away from him there. And tie game 3-all, Fed Staksrud. It's also a rematch of the Open from last year. These two squared off. Ben Johns cleaned up in 2.
Side out. Three. Side out. Three. Side out.
Fed just doesn't quite have that weapon of choice, that forehand dialed in perfectly, but after giving up the first 3, this is a nice even it up start now for Fed.
Side out.
It's a great return, biting through the wind right in the corner. And serves and returns are so important in singles, and if you're fighting the wind as well, that can be tough.
Side out.
And if it looks like mirror images sometimes, it actually is, because that is exactly the way Fed modeled his game after Ben.
Always reminds me of the Spider-Man meme with 2 Spider-Mans looking at each other.
Point.
And that's part of the trick, right? In your game development, is picking a player you
4,
like
3.
and modeling it after them.
Side
Ooh, feathery touch inside out for Staksrud.
Yeah, and he is so proficient with the forehand. He can hold it
3,
and then
4.
pull that back cross court. That time he pushes it up the line. That's pretty.
Point.
Staksrud says his family back home watches in Argentina whenever he's been on Championship Sunday or Monday today, which would be the case. It's been a lot of finals, so shout out to the Staksrud family in Argentina.
Fed has not been sent to his room. The ball went back there, So he's going to take the shortcut through the shrubberies there. Okay.
4-4. Point.
That's pretty. And he's got to be feeling really good about where this is at now. He missed a couple forehands. He was down 3-0 early, and he's got a lead. Oh, my. Wow, that is just a gimme for 6-4, and he hits the tape.
Point.
So in these cat and mouse, the player on the near side, if they pull a forehand over there, it is really going to run away from their opponent because of the wind and the spin. So that's a great shot from Ben there.
Point.
So when you think about sitter for 6-4 for Fed, instead now he is down one. Huge swing on a very easy ball.
Point. Seven, 5. Point. Eight, 5. Side out.
Well, that somehow stayed in the corner. I think both players thought that might go deep, but stayed in there. Fed's got to respond again.
Side out.
Just wide for Fed. Man, can he thread the needle, though, on those shots?
Yeah, I mean, this is hit perfecting, but the wind is pulling that way, so just a little bit extra.
Point.
Ben Johns will take another. Oh, yeah. Oh, dear is right.
We saw Alshon snap one over his knee yesterday. I can't imagine that paddle is in perfect position, and there is going to be a discussion here about what just took place.
That's a don't tell him that. Let him play with a broken one. I think somebody else must have spotted discrepancy there.
And so you got a warning for the paddle abuse. There's a discussion here.
Time in. 9-5. Point. Game point.
New paddle goes sailing, and wow. This was all there. 6-4. Ben looked a little frustrated with the carryover from mixed, and nothing has gone Fed's way since then.
Side
The
out.
poor piece of equipment had to bear the brunt of that as well.
5-10. Side out. Game point.
Another game point for Ben.
10-5. Point game.
Hits it and takes game one, and a hot start and a hot recovery after getting swept in mixed doubles for Ben Johns.
Yeah.
At Pickleball Central, we're all about you.
Your pickleball journey.
We've got the largest selection of
Paddles, nets,
shoes,
balls,
Accessories,
and more.
the lowest prices.
guaranteed.
Find it cheaper somewhere else?
We'll match it.
Don't love it?
Send it back.
Our world-class customer service.
We'll take care of you.
Plus, every dollar you spend
earns you discounts on future orders.
for all your pickleball needs,
Trust the experts.
The experts.
We're here for you.
Pickleball Central.
3 golds in 2023, all
New ball.
finals this
Game 2,
season
time in.
for
0-0.
him in 2024. Captured several silvers as well against Ben Johns last season.
Side out.
You see the wind effect again, pulled that drop wide. So Fed's got to just, well, throw away the
0-0.
paddle and then throw away game 1.
Side out.
That paddle will be thrown away.
Or signed and given as a souvenir. Game used.
True.
Game used.
Why not?
0-0.
Some of these hardy fans would probably love it.
Point.
Out
or
and
side
challenge.
Out. We have a challenge on the out
That was
call.
as
The out call puts us at 0-0.
that was as if we were
We'll
having a
receive video
conversation.
review.
Out challenge as fast as you will ever see right there.
After review, the call is overturned. The ball was in. 1 timeout, 2 timeouts. Or 2 timeouts, 2 timeouts. Resume play at 1-0.
Thank you, Brenda.
Time in, 1-0. Point. Two zero. Point.
And Fed has got to find his best stuff immediately.
3-0. Point. Four zero. Side out.
That's 11 points in a row for
Verbal warning.
Ben. And apologies for any youngsters at home.
0-4.
Big rip.
Point.
Lets it fly and on the board, at least to alleviate some of
1-4.
that frustration.
Point.
What's been frustrated about down there?
How Ben was not even facing Fed when the
2-4.
score was called, so he was not ready as ready as he would have liked to return.
Side out.
Because Fed, when he's going fast, goes fast,
Yeah.
and if the referee calls the score, the minute that's done, he is allowed by the rules to serve.
4-2. Point. Five two. Point.
Frustration mounting, deficit mounting all at once
6-2.
here.
Point.
.34 career singles titles for Ben Johns.
7-2.
Won 11 last year.
Point.
And this is just a mess now.
8-2. Side out. Two eight. Side out.
Fed just can't seem to find it.
No. And it's just stunning what happened. On one swing of the paddle, everything changed.
8-2.
There's the Fed that
Side
we've
out.
seen be such a dominant force in singles, and the advantage of playing back-to-back, it sounded maybe not ideal for Ben when you see the schedule, but I think it's a huge advantage coming out here and
Do it.
getting as comfortable as you could with the wind.
Point.
Clean ripper there on the backhand side of Staksrud.
Singles especially can be a game of big runs. We've
3-8.
seen large comebacks from many players before, so it's certainly possible.
Point.
And if you're waiting to go refresh your beverage at home and Ben's going to call a timeout and help you, you've come to the wrong place.
4-8.
You've come to the wrong birthday party.
Yes, for
I
sure.
should say.
Point.
25 years old today. Unbelievable. It's still so surprising to me how young
5-8.
Ben is. The way he carries himself, too.
Side up.
Boy, that might have been the one to really get him going, because he runs very
5.
hot, but the
5. Oh, you have 8, sorry.
reply can be
8-5.
very positive when he's going and yelling, and we haven't seen that today.
Side out. Five, 8. Point.
So you literally just heard Ben say it's so freaking windy.
6, 8.
Ooh. Point of the match. Well
Point.
done. Staksrud is back within one. Where'd he come from?
Started making shots. I mean, today, getting
7-8.
it over the net is a accomplishment on some of these rallies.
Ben welcoming the backhand attempts. He can carve out
Side
any
out.
angle from there.
So you got the carve plus Mother Nature. That's almost impossible to get back. But if he wants to get out the door in 2,
8-7.
got to hit a big serve here and find a passing shot.
He asked for a
Point.
passing shot, but that one set up the close for Ben Johns. 9-7.
Yeah, and you saw him, he would usually demolish the last one
Timeout
there,
receiver,
but with the wind in
9-7.
that, these new fans or old fans of pickleball and getting
One
to see
timeout, 2 timeouts.
these players, how they spin it, the athleticism in person's the way to go.
Time in. 9-7. Point. Match point.
Match point
10-7.
for Ben Johns, looking for gold here on a Monday. And he'll do it. The birthday boy
Point.
gets 1
Match
gold.
point.
It's not 2, but he'll take 1 on the big birthday.
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
Well, Benny, you came out here roaring after the mixed. What did you need to do to refocus to take the singles title here today?
Well, you never want to lose a final match, a gold medal match. But what's worse than losing 1 would be losing 2. So, you know, I had to refocus, deal with the conditions out here. Wind and singles is always a little bit sketchy. So I was just thinking serve big, make sure you make balls and make him play. It was, at least I had 3 games to play in the wind, and Fed obviously didn't. So, you know, tough conditions for both of us, obviously. But, you know, a little bit of experience in the wind definitely helps. So, yeah, I was glad to at least come away with 1.
Well, singles has been the one that's been a little elusive this year so far, but you come away with singles today. What titles have been meaning the most to you these days?
I don't think any single one means more than another, but I'd certainly say just with a slow start to singles, I think I lost the first 2 tournaments of the year. Winning the last 2 certainly feels very good. It's gratifying. I've been working on some stuff in my game still, and I feel like I can still get a lot better, certainly in singles, and I feel like I am. So happy about the overall performance.
Well, speaking of moving forward in time, you're 25 today. Happy birthday to you. You did not expect to be playing here today on your birthday. I think you had some celebrations planned, but you are here. You'll luckily be able to celebrate later today. What's the plan?
I don't know the plan, actually. My girlfriend planned everything, so I'm going to go home to a surprise, and we'll just see what happens, I guess.
All right. I love you. Congratulations. It's trophy time. That. Nate Pepper from Veolia to present now.
Ben, congratulations. That was a fantastic victory. Awesome thing to see, to watch you play. You know, Veolia is the world's leading environmental company, which means that we work with cities and businesses to help them manage waste, water, and sustainable energy. And that's why we're so happy to be the official sustainability partner of the PPA Tour. You know, pickleball is America's fastest growing sport, and we want to make it America's greenest sport. So, Ben, I did not bring a birthday present, but on behalf of all 220,000 of us at Veolia, I am proud to present you with a Veolia.
This will do.
Guys.